Okay, everybody, I am back, and I'm just going to make sure that we have sound. I have a problem this morning with sound, so let's make sure. Nope, no sound. Oh, yeah, I do. So let's make sure. Nope, no sound. Yeah, we do. Oh, good. Okay, everybody, we should be good. Okay, hi, Keisha. Can you hear me now? So sorry about that, you guys. My goodness. Hi. Good. You guys are back. Yay for sound. It's true, isn't it? Yay. Okay, let's start again. My goodness. Oh, good morning, Gail. I hope everybody else finds me again. Hi, Carol. Welcome. My goodness. Okay, let's start again. So, good morning. It's Sunday morning and it's Sunday Sketches on my Facebook Live. So, welcome. My name is Allison Sullivan and I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from Vancouver, British Columbia in Canada. And I very much appreciate you joining me to stamp. It's a great day for me to stamp today because it is pouring rain yet again in our beautiful city. And it's just a good day to stay inside, keep warm and dry and stamp. So thanks for joining me. Appreciate it. You thought you were going to have to read lips. I know. I'm sorry, Carol. Oh, my goodness. Good sound now. Hi, Ellie. Thanks. Hi, Denise. Okay, guys. Thanks for coming back. These things happen. It's no big deal. All right. So Sunday is Sunday Sketches. And I've been playing with a stamp set from the Annual Catalogue that you may have missed. It was in a catalog last year at this time, and then they brought it back because it was so fabulous, and it really is. And so sometimes I think in the Annual Catalogue we overlook the holiday stamp sets, and there are some beautiful Christmas ones in there. Some of them have been brought forward from other years. So today I'm going to once again use Poinsettia Petals and the Poinsettia Dies because I would like you to look at them and really think about it. It's sort of our last chance to get them. I don't think they'll be carried over into the next Annual Catalog. So you've got some time. You've got until the end of April. But I just thought I'd remind you that they're there. Or if you have them, to drag them out and make a card. Okay. So let's get started. So here is our sketch for today. It's a pretty simple sketch. I like sketches that I can use in so many different ways with so many different stamp sets. I'm just going to move there we go, so I can just see your comments. Hi, Sarah. Glad you joined us. You always join us on a Sunday. And appreciate it. Okay, so here's our sketch. Pretty straightforward. We've got our card base, and then we have an extra piece in the middle. So we've got our card base is 5.5 by 8.5 folded in half. So let me show you that. I chose to use Balmy Blue, which is kind of a nod color, right, for poinsettias, but I think you'll enjoy the card. And then it's just folded at 4 1/4 and give it a little burnish with your bone folder. Just have a nice crease. Then I've got some pieces here. Both of these are 3 by 4.5, and I've chosen some paper from the Painted Christmas pack. I thought these colors were really pretty, and I thought they went really nicely with the Balmy Blue. And then I've got a piece of our cardstock vellum. This is a very thick vellum that we sell, and I wanted to use it today because I wanted some transparency so we could see through to the designer paper below. Okay, and then here my focal point is going to be my poinsettia. And then here I'm actually going to use, instead of a piece of cardstock or designer series paper, I'm going to actually use some of this gorgeous gold shimmer ribbon. This is from the Annual Catalog. Okay. All right. So let's just set this aside for a second. I'll show you the actual stamps and other things we're going to use. So we've got Poinsettia Petals. That's the stamp set. Good morning, Elaine and Deborah. And this is a great set. Now, when you look at these images, the images in this set are larger than these. Okay, so these are shown at probably quite a bit smaller. I'm not sure the percentage wise, But let's have a look. I'll show you what I mean. So this one here is actually, or it's this one here, is actually quite a bit bigger. I'm going to say these are showing at maybe 80% of the size. So you can see the full size in the catalog, I believe. So let's have a look and make sure that that's, I'm not selling you down the river there, which is not a pun around here because we are like a river in Vancouver. Page 92 in the annual catalog. Here they are. No, they're showing smaller too. Showing at 50%. Oh boy, see, I was way out. So this one shows you the size at 100%. So this is half the size. So you're going to double that. Okay. All right. Now we've got the vellum. Yeah. Bring out that vellum, Keisha. Okay, so we're going to use those. We're going to use the Poinsettia Dies that go with it. And these are the ones that I've pulled to use today. So I've got the medium poinsettia, the small, well, I guess there's large, small, extra small, itty bitty. So we're using these three. And then I've got the holly leaf. I'm going to use 2 of those, and they're going to be the same size. So I chose the smaller one. And then I've got the centers. That's what this die is. And then I may or may not use this one. This is from the Painted Christmas, the label dies. So I may or may not use that. I'm not 100% sure yet. We'll see as we go along. And then I'm also going to use the Wintry 3D embossing folders. Now you get 2 in a pack. These are in the annual catalog. They're on back order right now, but when they come back, I would really highly recommend you pick them up. One of them has the pine leaves and the other has snowflakes. I have used these so much this holiday season for my cards and projects. Okay, so let's get started on our card today. Okay, so I'm going to bring in my mini embossing platform here. And let me just raise this up a titch, just so you can see. All right, so there we go. You can see the platform. Yes, good. Now, we'll start with my vellum. And my vellum, I am going to emboss with that pine folder. So let's put that in. Now, this is one of those 3D ones, so it's quite thick. So here is the sandwich for this. You want to start with your platform 3. Then you're going to put your folder with your vellum on top of that. And then on the very top, you're going to put platform number 4. And that's going to be what you use to emboss with the mini. I love this embossing folder. And I love that it works in the mini machine because it's only 3 inches across. Isn't that awesome? Okay, so there's my paper emboss, and you can see it's got a beautiful emboss, but I can still make out the design underneath, which is what I was going for. Okay, now let's cut our other bits here. We're going to need some balmy blue, and we're going to need different plates. So we're going to, this time we've got plate number 3 is going on the bottom, and then we've got one of the plate number 2s on top of that. We've got our cardstock, and we've got our 1 poinsettia, 2 poinsettias, and 3. And can you see what I've done here? I've taken the these are 2 dies. So one die gives it this fabulous embossed look, and then the other one cuts the whole thing out. So you can do it separately, but I just tape them together and run them through once. Saves time and makes sense to me. Okay, so let's get our second plate on top of that. Oops, I'm going to just move this over a titch. That's a measurement, by the way. Titch. Anybody else use titch as a measurement? Okay, run that through. Okay. Here's all our little bits. Isn't that great? Love. I'm going to put those back on my magnetic sheet because you guys are like me. I lose stuff a lot. I'm sure you're not like me. Okay, I'm going to set those aside. So we've got 3 of those. Next, we need something for our 2 holly leaves. So I can only cut 1 at a time, so that's okay. I'm going to do that. And I might as well cut out the center of my poinsettia, and I'm using gold. This is our gold foil, and I'm just going to grab a little corner of it. Okay, go. And again, same sandwich. 3, 2, paper, dies, 2 on top. Bring in our machine here, and away we go. Hello. Oh, Mo, you had to switch. It wasn't your fault. It was because I went on live and the sound wasn't on, so I stopped and started again. So usually it's fine on YouTube. If you guys watch me on YouTube, you can subscribe, so you'll get notification just like you would on Facebook over there. And all my videos are there in chronological order, which makes it a little bit easier to find ones that you might have missed. I find it a little bit easier than Facebook, because Facebook just kind of throws things on there and then gets all out of order, and it drives you crazy. You can't find anything. All right, so that's all the embossing that we're going to need to do. Bring my bits back in. Okay, so there they are. Now, let's take a bone folder and let's give it some, let's just curl these a little bit. Can you see the, I'm going to lower this again because now we've got rid of our machine, so we can go lower. Okay, so you can hopefully see that we've got those embossed veins there. And last time I did a live with the Poinsettia Petals, we discovered that we all agreed, and somebody looked it up, that these are actually leaves. But they're not usually blue. I will agree that they're not usually blue. So this one here, I forgot to say, this is Pear Pizzazz. I'm just going to fold this a bit, give it a little bit of a, not too much, but then just sort of fold it along those veins just to give it a little bit of interest. So I'm going to just bend them a little bit there. Okay, I think that's good. And then, just for good measure, I'm going to actually add some Winkostella. And I'm not going to do the whole leaf, but I'm not being really careful about making it perfect, you know, like along the veins or whatever. I'm just coloring. And when I use the Winkostella, the little veins in these leaves just really pop. Plus it adds some beautiful sparkle, which I really like. Okay. My itty bitty. Oh, I think she needs to go the other way. Nope, she was the right way. Okay. There we go. I'm going to leave the leaves not sparkled. All right, so this is the reminder for those that have joined us. Here is the sketch that we're using today. Okay, and we've got the 5.5 by 8.5. That's our cardstock. Then we got the 2 pieces here, and then that's going to be our poinsettia. Okay, so let's grab our bits and get this put together. So my favorite glue is the white glue, which you all have heard me say many times. So let's get the designer series paper on there. There we go. And I just go around the edges and then kind of, I don't know, mush, but it's a very, very light glue. Okay, like I don't put a whole bunch on because we don't want it squishing out if we can help it. Now, when you've got a piece like an embossed piece, you can decide which side you want. And you can use glue dots and just kind of strategically put them so that you can't see. But honestly, I'm just going to put a little bit of glue on each corner. It's not going to show that much, if at all. And that's at an angle. I'm just going to do that. I'm going to hold it down for a sec because it will take a minute to... Oh, I just realized something. I wasn't supposed to put this on this. Oh, dear. Oh, well, I'll show you my final card in a minute, so it won't matter. we'll have 2 different looks, and that's fine. That's fine. All right, let's add our leaves. Let's build our poinsettia. So I think I want to pop it up a bit. So let me grab my dimensionals, which are here somewhere. I'm going to use the mini ones just because I want to stick this just in the middle and I don't want it to show. So we're just going to layer. Can you see I'm layering this? And I'm turning it so that it's got that, you know, it's like off center a bit there. Okay, and then in there we go. And we go like so. Isn't that pretty? And then our leaves, I am just going to glue dot those. Now I'm saying glue dot with optimism, like I know where my glue dots are. Oh, here they are. Phew. All right. Now, with these, you want the veins going up. Okay, that's how you know it's the right way. So let's do one here. What do you think of the blue poinsettia? Can you live with it? If you're a traditionalist, it'll probably not be your favorite. But sometimes we just have to do things differently, right? What do we think? Blue? You like the color? Well, that's good, Jen. Jennifer, thanks. Hi, Sandy. Did I say hi? I'm sure most of you have popped on. I'm getting to be more like concentrating on what I'm making. And then I promise I'll go back and look through your comments and answer any questions, okay? But sometimes I get distracted, and that's probably why I missed a layer here, which is fine. All things are good. Okay, now I also want a saying on here. And for that, I am going to need some blue. And I think I threw my scraps over here. Here we go. We need a scrap of blue. There we go. And I'm going to emboss it in gold just because I want to pull up that gold. And also I'm going to be adding some shimmer ribbon. Not sure where I'm going to add the ribbon because I've kind of changed the design as I went right now, but that's okay. All right, so we've got the saying. I chose this one. Warm wishes from our home to yours. That's the saying I wanted. And you saw that I used my embossing buddy. That's so I can remove all that stray oil that gets from your fingers to your cardstock. And when that happens, it actually transports itself onto places onto your card where you do not want it, the embossing powder. You want it just where you've got your stamping. Okay, so there we go. That looks pretty good. I'm just going to give it a flick off camera there. There we go. So just got rid of that stray bit. Put my lid on because if you've ever knocked a pile of embossing powder or glitter, oh my gosh, you know, you will never forget to put the lid on before you do anything else. Okay, so we're just going to heat emboss this. And this is going to be gold, and it's going to be pretty, and it's going to add a little bit of elegance. Pretty good. And then I remember earlier I said I wasn't sure if I wanted to use that label, and I'm still not sure. To see, I didn't originally, and I don't want it to be sort of too crammed in here. I think it's too crammed. So we're just going to cut that. Now we could just, you know, you could just cut this so it's not perfect, right? Like on purpose, not perfect. That works too, but I'll just grab my little cutter here and I'll just trim this off a bit. And you can leave the edges straight, or you can banner cut them with a punch, or you can cut them with your scissors. I'm just going to make it a straight cut. today. There we go. Or you could cut the words out. So I'm just going to have that like that, and I'm going to have that. Now, I messed up my design, and that's okay. So now I have to figure out what I'm going to do with my ribbon, you guys. I think what I'll do is I will add it. Let's see if this will work. This might be a bit long. Let's just see here. I'm sorry, didn't mean to tap my... Yeah, I'm going to just shorten that up a bit. So on the back of my poinsettia, I'm going to add some glue dots. Glue dots. I think that's the best way to go. Did I mess up and really get out of... No, they're okay. I kind of banged there. Hi, Gay. Hi, Gail. My goodness, everybody's popping on while I'm talking to myself here. How nice. Hope everybody's keeping well wherever they are in the Lower Mainland, because it's messy and ugly out there again today. Okay, I'm going to trim this edge. I don't want it to be straight across like that. Okay, and then I want my ribbon to sort of be like that. That looks good. And then I'm going to loop it around like that. And then I'm going to loop it back down like that. And hope when we turn it over, it looks good. Guess we'll find out. Oh, I think that looks pretty nice. Move them over a bit. What do you think? I think that gold looks nice on there. Okay, let me just fix my camera a bit because I banged it and then I got off a little bit. So I think that looks good, yeah? Move that light a bit. And that looks good. Okay. Hi, Marjorie. Good morning. All right, now we want to pop him up. Okay, so I'm going to put a big dimensional there, and I'm just going to put a bunch on here just to get that. So it's not going to come apart. Kind of holds that ribbon down too. So let's take all of these little bits off. I'm going to move him over further than I was originally going to, but that's okay. And now we've got our warm wishes. We might as well pop this one up. Why not? Can't have too many dimensionals on a card. That's what my friend Patsy says. She's a dimensional queen. Okay. All right. I'm going to move all of this out of the way. And so that we've got some, move that. There we go. All right. So there's my card for this morning. Now, is it like my sketch? Not really. It is and it isn't. Okay, so here's the sketch. So I originally wanted to put a piece of basic white under here, but I didn't. And you know what? It's okay, because this is a good example of starting with a sketch, starting with some elements of the sketch, make it your own, change it up, right? I love it too, actually. I'm looking at this and I actually like it a little, just as much as my original. You want to see my original? So this was the one that we did this morning, and here is my original. So I like both of them. So this one, I did use white underneath because I wanted it to pop a bit more, and it is really following the sketch. I don't know, which one do you guys like better? Left, no basic white, or right, basic white? I'm actually thinking maybe a combination of both would have been nice, right? Like a third one. I'll have to try that. You guys let me know which one you like better. I like the color combo. Okay, while you're letting me know, I will look back and answer any questions that you guys might have. Let's see. No, you guys are just watching. Good. You guys are just watching. Oh, good. Anybody have an opinion about which one? No one has an opinion. Okay. Takes a while. You like both. You like the left one better. So you like the one we did this morning better, Keisha? Okay. Actually, I do too. Isn't that funny how mistakes happen and you think, just go with it? But actually, it was a happy accident because it did show you that you can take one and make it exactly like a sketch. And then you can just start with the basics and then fiddle around with it, right? Yes, I'm going to, yeah, Sarah, that's, yeah, try a third one. So kind of a combination of both, right? Yeah. You like the blue one? Looks like most people are liking this one. Yeah, or equally. Okay, now I took the same sketch and I used another stamp set. So let me show you what I did. I used, this is also one from the Annual Catalogue. It was in the last year's Christmas holiday catalog. I guess they called it, I guess, was it the July to December? I don't even know. We've changed so many times, but it was in the mini catalog that was um, for Christmas, right? And other holidays, Halloween and whatnot. And they brought it forward. So isn't it pretty? So this is the Snowflake Wishes. So check out the card that I made using the same sketch, but with the snowflakes. So this one follows the sketch in some manner, some ways, and not in others. So let me tell you a bit about this one. So instead of basic white, I used the shimmery white because it's got that sparkle, which you probably can't see on camera. This will be on my blog today, later today, both of these cards. And then I took the Whimsy and Wonder paper. I went and embossed my vellum, but this time I used the snowflakes instead of the pine. Okay. Then I took one of the snowflake embellishments from the Whimsy and Wonder. And then my card base is Blushing Bride because that's what matches that paper, that gorgeous paper. And then these are the snowflakes that I cut from the Snowflake Dies. So many snowflake dies that match the Snowflake Wishes, okay? Added some rhinestones because you can't have too much bling. And this paper has that silver accent. And then I took the sentiment, thank you so much. And I silver embossed it. So here's the sketch and here's the card. So you can see I used many of the same elements. This one I just didn't use one. I just kind of layered them all. And then here where we've got our logo for Border Buddies, I did make an element that looked exactly like that. This ribbon is that gorgeous Blushing Bride ribbon from the Whimsy and Wonder. I cut it in half lengthways and then taped it to the back and then twisted it. So this is why I'm getting this look with the fray and the twist. So just a little bit different. Good morning, Julie and Louise. Welcome. I like the snowflakes too. Isn't it pretty? Yeah, so pretty. So that's the snowflake one. And then here's our poinsettia one that we made today. Maybe I can get all three of these on, maybe. Oh, I'll do it side by side. So here's the three cards. And I don't know which one I like better. I think I like all of them equally. I can't pick a favorite. It's like picking a favorite child, really, isn't it? Anyway, so there we go. Okay, let me just come back. And hi, guys. Okay, well, I hope that, I know it only takes me about 20-25 minutes to make a card with you guys, but you know, even if you add the time for cutting and getting ready, it's not that much more. So, and then of course, once you've made one, you can just make a whole bunch. So if you're looking for cards for special people at Christmas and you want to make maybe 10 or 15, this design that I showed you today is not a hard design to do, because while you're watching, you know, if you're like me, you like murder mysteries. I'm kind of, I don't know, I don't think I could be a killer. I wouldn't want to be. But the message I get by watching my murder shows is that no one gets away with murder. That's kind of what I think. That was a segue into something. But I was laughing because my friends who are stampers, the three of us, that's what we watch. So I like Law and Order and all that kind of stuff, and so do they. And we're always looking for new kind of shows. Anyway, that's where that went, because she asked me this morning, have I seen any new shows that she could watch? Anyway, sorry, I don't know why I went off on that, but oh well, now you know more about me. Hi, Connie. You like the blue with the white. Okay, yeah, it's sort of a crisper, isn't it? Yeah, they're both equal. I agree with you, Mo. I like them both equally. Okay. All right, you guys. So I want you to have a great afternoon. Hope you can get some stamping done. And I'll see you again on Wednesday. So Wednesday at 3 p.m. Pacific time, I will be here and sharing another project with you. Hope you all have a great day. Happy stamping.